freak you out?
But I think we're in a car ad.
Don't be ridiculous.
I think that you should have it.
We're in a Franks.
Good morning, I'm Liam McCullagh with the latest local news. The state government is delivering cash flow relief for drought-affected farmers. Minister for Agriculture Ros Spence says the new primary producer support payments program will cut property rates by the equivalent of 40% for eligible farmers. Councils across the southwest, including McCullagh, Otway and Corangamite, will help roll out the program as part of the state's $144 million drought support package. Corangamite Shire has released its positive ageing, accessibility and inclusion plan to help build a more inclusive community. Mayor Kate Macon says the plan reflects the real needs of residents.
Yeah, so this is a very important plan because 44% of our residents are aged 55 or older and about 7% live with a disability. So the plan focuses on 4 key areas and has practical actions for each area. And the plan was shaped by all the feedback that we received from all our community members. And it's not a policy, but it's a promise to make Corangamite a place where everyone can thrive and live a more happier, healthier and connected life.
The state government has announced that applications are open for the 2025-26 Local Sports Infrastructure Fund, which creates better places to play, train and compete across the McCullagh, Otway and Corangamite regions. Sam College reports.
Minister for Community Sport, Ros Spence, announced that the funding application has 3 streams, including community facilities, community sports lighting and planning with councils. Grants are available between $40,000 and $500,000 for projects. Potential projects include new or improved sports courts, lights, change rooms, playgrounds and skate parks to benefit local clubs and communities. Applications close on the 2nd of December. Visit sport.vic.gov.au. Sam College, Ace Radio.
Southern Rural Water is seeking expressions of interest from farmers in the Nullawarre region to participate in a pilot program known as Farmer Helping Farmer. General Manager of Service Delivery Simon Wilkinson says it's an opportunity for farmers with existing private groundwater bores in Nullawarre to support drought recovery in the nearby Heytesbury region.
So we're calling on expressions of interest from farmers in the region to get involved. So there's details of how they can get involved on our website, and we've written to farmers within the region. And we're also setting up some public consultation sessions as well. So there'll be online sessions for farmers on the 15th of September. And then we're also going to have some drop-in sessions held at the Miranda Football Netball Club rooms between 4 and 6 p.m. on Wednesday the 17th of September.
The arrival of spring means warmer weather and more time outdoors, but for many across the southwest it also brings an increased risk of asthma. Ambulance Victoria's Christina Courtney says those with asthma are urged to check their plans are up to date.
So asthma can be quite a serious airway condition, and particularly if people aren't managing their asthma well or don't have an up-to-date asthma management plan, it can become life-threatening. So what we really want to encourage to the community is ensuring that if you do have an asthma diagnosis, even if it is from years ago as a child, that you're up to date with your asthma management plan and that you've got good understanding of what your triggers are and when you need to escalate care through the emergency services.
Families across McCullagh, Otway and Corangamite will soon have another chance to save on kids' sport with the state government's Get Active Kids Voucher program returning in October. Eligible families can apply for vouchers worth up to $200 per child to help cover registration and membership fees at local clubs. Community Sport Minister Ros Spence says the program cuts cost of living pressures while getting more kids involved in sport. Local clubs are being encouraged to register as providers now, so families can redeem the vouchers directly with them. Later this month, Timboon will host a sponsoring overseas employees event. The event, which will run on September 24, will speak about the importance of overseas employees for local dairy farms and how to manage and better recruit staff. West Vic Dairy Extension Advisor Matt Wood says attendees will hear real-life examples of how overseas staff are strengthening southwest farming operations.
I think we all sort of know that there's been a shrinking pool of potential employees, and so I think for farmers to be able to grow their businesses and be as successful as they can, then widening the pool of potential job applicants is really important. Just as the years have gone on, the sponsoring of overseas employees has just become an extremely important part of the dairy industry in our region.
The Colac regional sale yards are getting a major upgrade, starting with a refresh of the selling ring. Sam McCullagh reports.
Council staff have carried out improvements including rust removal, fresh paint, new safety rails, ceiling fans and a refurbished auction stand, with grandstand timbers also replaced. The upgrade aims to make the facility safer, more functional and more comfortable for years to come. Council says more investment is planned this financial year, including a new multi-level loading race to improve cattle handling, plus improvements to the administration building, forcing yards and truck turning areas. Sam McCullagh, Ace Radio.
Corangamite Shire Council is moving ahead with plans to develop a parking strategy for Port Campbell. Issues flagged include delivery vehicle access, illegal overnight camping, footpath parking and limited spaces for larger vehicles, trailers and buses. Council says seasonal and peak tourism pressures highlight the need for a clear plan that can be backed by enforcement. Data from recent traffic surveys, community feedback and past parking reviews will guide the process. Wannon MP Dan Tehan is currently in the US undertaking a study tour on nuclear energy as part of his shadow portfolio for energy and emissions reduction. Daniel Brewer has the story.
Mr. Tehan is meeting with US government officials, including Dr. Mike Goff, as well as US research and development institutions and leading US energy and finance companies. As part of the study tour, Mr. Tehan will visit the Idaho National Laboratory, who are undertaking world-leading research on the development of small nuclear reactors. He will also visit the Oak Ridge National Laboratory in Tennessee, who are leading the US Department of Energy's Innovation Network for Fusion Energy. Daniel Brewer, Ace Radio.
The Surf Coast Shire is running emergency planning workshops to help residents prepare for situations like where services like power, water and phone reception may be cut off. 2 90-minute sessions will be held in Winchelsea on September 17 at the Community House. Councillor Joel Grist says the workshops will guide participants in creating a plan to get through the first 72 hours after a disaster. Registration is free and essential via the council website. Local fishing and angling clubs are being encouraged to make contact with Victorian Fisheries Authority and organise a fishing forum. CEO Travis Dowling says they work for you, so get in touch.
If you'd like fisheries to come along and chat about what we're doing in fishing and boating, we're really happy to, and you can contact us through our website, or you can just reach out through any of the fisheries team members that you know. But we're happy to come along. We work for you. You know, we're public servants, and you know, we find it really important to sit down and chat with fishers about what's going on.
Vic SES is calling for more volunteers at stations such as Colac, Camperdown and Cobden as the demand for emergency response grows with the challenges of climate change. New data shows volunteer numbers have risen to more than 5,000 across Victoria, with over 4,300 actively serving. CEO Rob Purcell says every member makes a vital difference, whether it's preparing communities or responding to floods, storms and road rescues.
Sport for Swain and McCabe, the farm machinery specialist.
The Colac Tigers have walked away from its first qualifying final with a smashing win against Newtown and Chilwell. The Tigers won by 49 points thanks to a best-on-ground performance from Darcy Lang. Entries are now open for the 20th anniversary of the Otway Odyssey, with cyclists urged to lock in their spot early. The milestone event will be staged in Forest across February 28 and March 1, bringing together mountain bikers and gravel riders from across Australia and beyond. Organisers say the 2026 Odyssey will feature revamped courses, family events and celebrations marking 2 decades of racing through the Otways. Horsemanship and heritage will be on show at the inaugural Colac Stockman's Challenge this weekend. Colac Pony Club's Eleanor Prime says the 2-day event at the Colac Pony Club will feature riders tackling whip cracking, working patterns and obstacle courses, with divisions for beginners beginners through to open competitors.
Events start at 10 a.m. up at the McCullagh Pony Club, and then events will conclude probably around that 2 or 3 o'clock mark, depending on how quickly we get through. Saturday afternoon novelty event, $5 to enter, and then winner takes all. Teams of 4, open to anyone, both ridden and non-ridden components, so you don't have to be a rider to come and compete.
Colac football export Will McCullagh has been picked in the 2025 VFL Team of the Year. McCullagh kicked 30 goals from 13 matches for the Brisbane Lions. Regular golf will make way at the Cobden Golf Course this Sunday with disc golf taking over. The Professional Disc Golf Association will use the facility for its C-tier competition. 69 players are already registered for the tournament, with the competition the first time disc golf has come to the region. Colac's Keely Hardingham will make her AFLW debut this weekend. The 21-year-old has been named in the Western Bulldogs lineup to face the Giants in Canberra. That's the latest in local news and sport.
Unleash your vehicle's power beyond limits. Discover our exclusive range of Yuasa automotive batteries, engineered for unparalleled reliability and performance to power your journey like never before. Battery World. Power your passion.